Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing how to create a Power Automate flow that sends out emails to that sends out emails when the form is submitted, when a new form is submitted. So how can we achieve this? So we are dealing with online feedback form, online surveys, feedback, customer feedback form and all that, and even for events registration. Dealing with all these emails can be time consuming. So how can we, this may be your first flow. You are willing to you want to learn Power Automate and you want to learn Power Automate, but you don't know how to create your first flow. So this video I'll guide you through how to create this flow. And once you're able to create this flow, it will set you on the tangent on in creating or exploring Power Automate. And also, if you have to learn more Power Automate, make sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification so that anytime I release a video on Power Platform and Power Automate, you'll be the first person to see and watch. So thank you very much, and let's jump straight into the video. Alright, so to start with, if you are new, you first of all need a Microsoft 365 developer account. So this is my Microsoft 365 developer account, and to get a developer account, you come here, search for Microsoft 365 dev account, and see dev account. So you can see, so you go to this hyperlink, so you click on it, and so you click on it again. All right, so there's the Microsoft 365 developer account. So you sign, so you click on join now, and make sure that your use your Microsoft account to register. So sign in with your Microsoft account. Yes, sign in with Microsoft account. Make sure that you have your first and last name. First and last name in your Microsoft account is go to the settings and make sure it is there. So once you are done, come here and click on join now and you register. All right, so I'll also be I'll add a link into the description to show you how to create a Microsoft 365 developer account for your development, right, for Power Platform development and all that. So let's jump straight into the actual video. So let me close this. And also, one thing you have to note about the Microsoft 365 developer account is that it is you are meant to use it all the time once it is active. So they'll give you a 90 days free trial. So after the 90 days, if you don't use it for some time, they will deactivate your account. So they want you to always be using it for creating, for developing, for learning purposes and creating solutions, right? That's what you have to do. You have to use it for. So be building apps with the developer account and all that. Yeah, otherwise it will deactivate your account. You have been using this account for more than a year now. I think I created mine in 2021. I think November or December. Let me say the last quarter of 2021. That's when I created my account, and I'm still using it. Right. So let's jump straight into the. So you come here, click on this button, this navigation button. You can go to all apps if you don't see Power Automate. So you go to all apps. So when I have Power Automate, so you click on Power Automate, you open up in a new tab. So I have Power Automate here. Right, so I'll come to this side and I'll click on Create Flow. So you have type of flows. You have automated cloud flow, instant cloud flow, and all that. So for this section, so if you need an introduction to Power Automate, I'll add a link in the description, in the video description, on the meaning of all this type of flows. So it's on the Microsoft Lens side. So for this flow, I'll be using the automated cloud flow. So for the automated cloud flow, I will say event registration. I'll say okay, let's say PP. The PP is not even, so I'll just say event registration flow, right? Event registration form, event registration flow, right? Then and so we have all these triggers. So a trigger is is something that initiates a process, or a connector that initiates a process. So for this, since you are dealing with forms, I'll just create a form which says when a new response is summed. I'll select this and I click on create. So in creating this, I should so I have all these forms here, but I've not created my form yet. So let's go and create my form. So I'll come here. No, I'll come to Power Apps, the 365 account, and I'll click on forms. So I have all these forms here. So I'll click on new form. Okay, so it will be opening up very soon. Click on new form. Let's just say events registration. That's the name. That's the name I've given it. So don't mind. So it could be any name, right? Can't think of any better name now. So event registration form. So for any form, any proper form, you have to give it a description. Right? So you have to give it a description. So I'll give it a text. So I'll give it a name. I have to select it. I can add all. So let me ignore this. Let just give it a text. Let's give it, let me say full name. I'll set it to required, and I can add another field which will be the email. So I just need only name and email address. So the address is wrong. Email address. So yeah, so I set it's also set to required. Yes. And also if you are creating the flow, if you're creating the form for people outside the organization, outside the organization, you have to click on collect response and set it to anyone, and anyone can respond to this form. That it to be anonymous, right? Yeah, so anyone can respond to this form. Also you can shorten your URL here, and also you can copy. If you don't shorten it, you can copy the full one. Then later you go and shorten the URL with the bit.ly, because if you shorten the URL here, you can use you can convert this link, the shortened URL with bit.ly, unless it's the full URL. All right. So there is it. So you can preview the form. Right, you can preview the form here and all that. Can be mobile. Yes. Alright, so let's go back. So I've created a form. I have to come to Power Automate. So I'll click on here. As you see. So what I'll do is that I'll refresh. Yes, I'll leave the page and I'll refresh. Yeah, so after I've refreshed, let me click on it. Yes, I have events registration form here. So that's the form ID. So I'll click on new step. So for the new step, I'll just write forms. So select Microsoft Forms. So Microsoft Forms will give it connected. So we have get response details. So this is the connector I need. So for this connector, I'll select the same form, the form ID, and I'll give it the dynamic contents of response ID. So you are done. Are we done? But so you're not all that done, but you left 2 more steps. So I'll come here. So right now, so what I'll do, let me save this form. Let me save this flow. All right, and let me come to SharePoint. So in SharePoint, I created in my last video on how to create a SharePoint site. I created this list. So for this list, I want to add a column to this list. So the column, so it's a so SharePoint has been updated. So add the share, yes, test. So I'll add it. So full name, yes. Then no description. I guess the description is full name. So it's a single line text. Default value, let me say 60 characters. Yeah, default, no, it's not the length. That's default value. No, I don't have any default value. And give it more options. Yes, so maximum characters, I'll give it 60, but I can leave it at default. Yeah, so 60, and I click on save. Then the last one is email. So why am I creating a SharePoint list? So a SharePoint list, you'll be using a SharePoint list to store the data, in the SharePoint list. So I'm covering SharePoint list for now. In my next video, I'll be showing you how to create how to store your data directly into Excel or your Excel online, right? So I've set it to more options. I just set it to 60. Yes, so I can save. Yes, so I'm done. So I come to Power Automate and go to new step. So I can refresh now. So I thought it's saved. Wow, didn't save. So let me do this sharp. Alright, so yeah, so forms. Yes. So I guess response to forms. I'll get the same forms again. Then the dynamic content is a response ID. So the response ID is the form, like that particular form. The form responds an attendee field, right? That's what you want. You go to the new step. So the new step, you are saying that send an. So I'll say Outlook, send an email. So for the Outlook connectors, you use this email. You use this connector. Send. It's over here somewhere. So send an email version 2. So that's the latest version for this connector. Send an email version 2. So you're going to send. So before we send the email, right, we want to make sure that you have to send an email first. So the reason you are saving the email is because we want to make sure that the person's or the person's email address is correct. So so I say you have successfully registered for the events. Then say hello, so hello, then say put the full name here. You can give it comma, and you just have to just come in. Let me bold in this. So you can bold in it. Can be bolding. So okay, don't bold. I don't know why you're doing that. So come here. Wow. I don't know why it's not selecting. I'm selecting the full thing. Okay, so I just leave it like that. Sometimes I'm bolding this. Let me leave it like that. So come here. So I say okay. So I can copy this text and I'll paste it here. And I say thank you. So the test could be anything. Since this is a tutorial to show you to get up to speed with it, you just leave it like that. And you will not be adding any advanced options. So you just go to new step. So the reason why you are sending an email is because sometimes when people are filling emails, they make mistakes they make mistake. Maybe their names, most of the times it's their emails, because the email address is what you communicate with them, right? So we want to make sure that once you're able to save the emails, you store the data in our database, and our database is SharePoint. So I'll just click on share. So I'll say SharePoint. Click on SharePoint. Click on SharePoint, and then the SharePoint you're using this connector. So SharePoint using this connector. The connector is create item. Yes, create item. Yeah, so I hope my SharePoint site is over here. If it's not, you have to, okay, it's here. So that's my SharePoint site. And so for the SharePoint site, we're going to list all, or we're going to bring all the SharePoint lists and all that. What you have there. So you have the event registration form here. So we select it. Then you go to the drop down the advanced option. I've seen the description. The SharePoints I added full name, but the email address I didn't add it, right? Yes. So for the title, this was I like to give for the title. I like to give the response ID, then space, then submission time, so that I may know the time. So that's what I like to do for the title. People like to change the name, the title. Yes, I like to give this for the title, so I know when they submitted it. Yeah. Also, for the full name, I add full name here as a dynamic content, so it changes. So if there are like 50 over 50 people submitting the form, so it's going to like list them. All right, so it can be here. Let me say so email address, right? So I'm done. I'm basically done. So I'll just click on save, or you can come here to click save. Once it has saved, okay, I have to test the flow. How can you build a solution for someone and don't test it, right? Every software needs to be tested. So this is also a software, is an app, so it needs to be tested. So I'll test this. So I'll click on test. So you're going to test whether I can run the flow automatically or manually. But for now, since I've not run this flow before, it's a new flow, I can't run it automatically. So I'll click on manual, and I click on save and test. So you're going to save, you're going to check whether I've saved. So you're going to save, and after that, after saving, it's going to make me test. So let me wait for the testing side. Right, so it is waiting for, so after it has saved already. So let me go to the form. So this is the form. Let me preview the form and let me submit. So I'll say my name is Prince Dimado, and the email address is, so yes, my email. So let me just use this email. Okay, now click on submit. All right, so let me check my flow. So something is running, so it is running. So all right, so what are we seeing here? Your flow ran successfully. You can see here. So let's go back to our SharePoint site and see, or list, and see whether so all right, so you see automatically our form has been saved, or our data has been saved. So you can see the ID one, then the time, the submission date and time. Right, so I'm done. And also, once I go to my Google account and come here to emails, you can see the email here. Hello Prince Adimado, you have successfully registered for the event. So this is how to create a flow to send out emails when the new form is submitted. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like the video and subscribe, share it with your friends, watch the video. And also, if you want to know more about me, I am Prince Adimado. I'm a Gold Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. I'm a recent Gold Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. I became a student ambassador or a Gold Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador in January 2023. All right, so there's me. I'm into the Microsoft community and all that. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.